Okay, so we can get started, I think. I'll just keep checking and letting people in as they come.
All right, sounds good. So first, we're going to use some paint. We'll start with the orange paint. As you can see with our example, we have the hat, the nose, and the body all painted orange with some dark streaks. First, I'd say we'll paint the nose on the scarecrow. You'd use the finer tipped paintbrush for that. And then after we paint the nose, I suggest we'll paint the hat then next.
When you take that little plastic thing off, the brushes are hard, so just bend them a little bit or take them across your hand just to get them soft before you start.
Yep, and I like to shake my paints just because sometimes it can separate. Also, I like to dump my paint on my plate. You can do that, or you can dip your paint or your paintbrush in the paint. So, and just be careful when opening it. Sometimes it flies.
The paint that we are using is a latex paint. It would be comparable to the paint that you put on your walls at home.
All right, so a little paint goes a long way, and try not to get into the cut part. If you do, it's okay. A baby wipe or a wet paper towel can take it off.
Hopefully nobody had too much caffeine. They'll be shaking while they're
So I painted the nose, and now I'm going to work on the hat. And I'm going to use the big brush for the hat. And I'm going to put my other paintbrush in the water. And if you just hold the hat by the stem, then you can paint the whole hat without a problem. If you want to paint the stem, that's fine. Some people like it, some people don't. I think I'm going to paint my stem.
Yeah, the sample has it, but
yeah, and you do not have to worry about painting the inside of the hat either. I think I'm going to wait to paint my stem at the end now. Just for holding purposes when...
because we might need more than one coat.
Yes.
And the other thing too, I wanted to tell you is that this orange, if you like the orange that you're painting on there, you may not need to use the dark brown to do like the streaks in it.
Yeah, it's very subtle. It's hard to see the brown strokes, I would say. It gives it more of a primitive look.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to work on painting the body orange too. This is a very simple.
Yeah, it's a painting. Now, the hardest part we're going to do, and I don't know, we haven't done a class like this before, is with the raffia that goes around the hat. I don't know if we've ever done a class like that before or not. So that might be the trickiest thing that we have to do.
Yes, it might, but we'll get through it all together.
Yeah.
For the body, I'm just sticking my fingers in the hole at the top.
Okay, well, while everybody's painting their stuff orange, I just wanted to go over a couple things that's going on at the farm right now. So we, believe it or not, we still have sunflowers that are blooming. They are starting to get past their prime. We have had some really chilly nights. So of course the sunflowers, they don't like the chilly nights. So they are getting near their or past their prime, but but we still have people coming out and picking them. And then after that, they just came today and took the soybeans.
Yep.
So, yeah, the big machine came and, got the soybeans. So that's done. And it's like we're getting near the end of the season.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the gourd vines to start dying, and then we'll be bringing in those high school kids to cut them off the vine and line them up. And,
Yeah, and then they just stay in the field over the winter.
yeah, and they'll dry.
Yep.
So, yeah, and then our fall season is getting over with Halloween right around the corner. We still have like the pilgrims and stuff in the store for Thanksgiving yet. And like I said, I was switching my store around, so by the end of the week here, I will have Christmas out.
Yeah.
And I can't believe like this year is flying. I don't know where the time is going, but
I know, the last 2 weeks of October, and
yeah.
then it's crazy. Now, next week, Meadowbrook will be at Ashcombs for trunk or treat.
Oh, yeah, at the mansion. If anybody's local, we'll be doing a trunk or treat. It is Wednesday night. I believe it starts at 5. I think it goes 5 to 8.
Yes.
And yeah, so we decorate. We have like it's not really a cube van, but it's a van. And then we decorate the back of it with gourds, and we hand out candy, and it's just a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going. My kids love it.
Yeah.
So I painted the body and the hat with one coat of orange. I am going to choose to do a coat of the dark brown too. Um,
Like a
just-
watered down,
yeah.
like a watered down version. I think I'm gonna just stick with plain orange. I don't think I'm gonna do the brown.
Yep. So if you choose not to do a brown, you could do a second coat on.
And I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
But if you can look at the sample and then look at hers, I don't know if you guys can see the difference or not. Hers, this one here is just has a little bit, it's just a little bit darker with the brown than what the orange is. So
Yeah.
it's hard to see.
We'll see how this goes. I'm a little nervous, but we'll.
If you're gonna do that, definitely do a watered down. So dip your brush in water, then pour a little bit of the brown out on a plate like Kara's doing, and then just make it streaks. And if you think it's too much, you can take a paper towel and just kind of blotch it. It almost looks like you're antiquing it.
Yes, it kind of makes it more look like a stain.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I like that. I'm gonna do a second coat on my hat. And we didn't say it before, but if you have other colors that you want to use, you are more than welcome to use whatever colors you may have at your home. Okay. Trying to figure out what that noise is.
Oh, it's something from over there.
Yeah, I see. I don't know what that is. So, and then I'm gonna do a second coat on my body, since I don't think I'm going to use the brown. Oh, I do have to show you guys some classes that are coming up while you guys are waiting for your orange to dry. So in November, we are doing, or November 18th, we are doing Olin the Owl, the Zoom class. I love his little feet. I think they are adorable. He's like a little shelf sitter.
Yes.
Or you could put him, anywhere, but I think he is so stinking cute. He has the cutest little face. But anyway.
And then you can put a tea light in him and he'll.
Yeah, you can and light up his little snowflake. So that is for November 18th. And I think November 18th. I think if I'm not mistaken, the ticket sales may end on Friday for him. So if you haven't ordered your tickets and you think you might like to do him, that will be coming up. We also, now I know this is for, at the farm, but we have our Windsor cottage. It's November 22nd. And if you're close by, you can sign up for it. I have had people who have done enough of the Zoom classes that they feel that they could do it on their own without like the instructions. So if you want to, and you would like to purchase the kit, just give me a call and I can get the kit out to you. It's very elementary, to paint it and then just to assemble, but I could give you general, and you can always call me too. So if you think you might be interested in doing that, but you're not nearby, you can at least order the kit, but give me a call so that I can get all the information from you for that. And then the class that we just opened is this one, and it's so cute. It's the snow couple. So they do not light, they're just the little snow people, but they have the cutest little faces. And I do not do things backwards. So like I'm trying to turn them and their faces are all over the place. But this one will be in December. This class is December 16th and it's a Zoom class. And you would get accessories to do both of, or paint and everything to do both of them. So the ticket sales just went on sale for those, so that won't end for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna do a second coat on my.
All right, yeah, I'm done with the paint, and you will want your hat to be dry for the next step, because the next step we'll take the raffia for the hair, and we're going to plof that on the head. And then once the hat's dry, you set it on top and you spread it out. And then you secure it with the clips. So we'll wait a couple minutes. How's everyone
I
doing?
was gonna say, is everybody doing okay? Are we going too fast or too much talking or?
Thumbs up. Okay, that's
Okay,
good.
good.
Yeah, this is.
May I ask a question? Do
Absolutely.
we don't paint, we just painted his nose, right? The little head?
Yes, you don't have to
okay.
paint the face.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
if you paint the whole face, that paint's going to get in the burn marks on the face.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it won't look right. So usually we just leave it all natural and color in the nose.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Well, I think I might go ahead and put the hair on. Are you ready, Ellen, to put the hair on? Yes, okay. So you just stick the hair on the head and then you match the lid up and then you spread it out. And it's still a little damp. So you just try to get it even.
As you go around.
Yes. And then once you have the hair where you like it, that's when the clips come in. And there's a hole that should line up. There's two holes that should line up together on the hat and the head. And you want the longer part of the clip going on the head. So that's the bottom part.
Oh, I didn't know there was a difference.
So that slid right in. I'm gonna do the other side. Yeah, either side works, but I think it works better. Stay secure.
Okay, so I put it on like this and put my hat on, correct?
Yep, and then you just spread it out. Now, I might give mine a haircut later on. Because the hair is just a little too long for what I like.
And the thing is you can always, we make them longer because you can always trim them, but you can't make them, can't put any more on it.
Yeah, he's cute.
And I'm assuming that it's probably easier if you don't have a whole lot of hair where the clip is.
Yes, yeah. In the raffia, some people get like a big clump of hair. Like Dori, I find has a lot more raffia than I do. So it might be a little bit hard to get it to lay flat.
I'm just gonna keep playing with mine until it does. Okay, and you said the big part goes in the body, is that correct?
In the yes.
I mean, yeah,
on the
head.
bottom.
Yeah. I guess you could still kind of move it around
Yes,
once
you
the
sure
clips
can.
are in. Yeah, my hair's longer on one side than it is on the other, so I'm definitely going to
Yeah, touch up mine here, please.
yeah, let me just grab us some scissors, okay?
Oh, here, I can grab them.
Oh, I got them. You stay put. Oh, you can answer questions.
Is everyone still doing okay?
I'm having trouble getting my clip in. You said the longer piece goes in the this, right? The head.
The bottom, yeah. Is it not going in or
No,
coming out?
the bottom one goes in, but the top one I'm having trouble.
Sometimes you have to stretch it a little bit before you actually try and put it in, just because they're very tight, because the gourds are all different. So you never know like how far apart it's gonna actually be. Okay, I'm gonna give mine a haircut.
And how far do you push the clip in?
The whole way.
Yeah, now
Oh, okay.
there might be a little, let me try to show you. Like mine has a little space, if you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It just
So-
running. Okay. Okay.
Sometimes you need to push it back in, but we don't use glue for the raffia with the hair because it would just be a mess if you would try to glue this on. So we find the clips work the best. So, oh, I see what you're doing, ma'am. When you have the hat on, before you put the clips in, try to spread it out. Like, so hold the hat down
Yeah.
and then spread out
Spread
the
it out
hair.
as be using the table as your to apply the pressure.
Yes.
Oh, would you like some scissors too?
Sure.
I told you that was gonna be the hardest part.
Mhm. Now we're gonna have
Little raffia. Yeah. So this is what mine looks like with his haircut.
Yeah, I don't want to go too short because this hair doesn't grow back.
Like ours. Got a piece of.
Oh.
There.
Oh, I need the mat.
That's okay. We'll clean it up later.
All right.
How's everybody doing with the hair? I know it's a tricky thing. Just take your time and go and do it, but that is one of the trickier things to do. I don't think I need another coat on my body either, so.
So if everyone's okay with it, we'll go on to the next step, which would be gluing the head on the body.
Do you
So-
want to do that, or do we want to do the base first?
It could be either or. I'm afraid with the base because we're gonna be,
Maneuvering it around, okay.
yeah, and we want the head to dry.
Oh,
to get
that's true.
the-
Yes, okay.
So next step would be to take your glue and your Q-tip. And you're just going to make a, dip your Q-tip in the glue and then make a ring on the body. And if any seeps out, when you put the head on, you can wipe it away with, a baby wipe, but also the raffia will cover it up.
And it does dry clear, so
Yes, it does.
this is actually tacky glue. It's called Aleene's tacky glue. And it's very nice to work with. It does take a little bit longer to set up just because it's kind of like an Elmer's glue, but it holds better than Elmer's.
Yes. And one thing to make sure of when you glue the head on, make sure the pumpkin is upright. There's been many
Yes.
times where people glue the body upside down. So
Yep, I'm gonna set her his little nose over top of pumpkin stem.
yes. So we just line up the nose and the pumpkin stem to
Mhm.
center it.
I like that. That looks very nice.
Well, thank you. This is yours.
Yeah.
We just gotta work on my hair a little bit more then. So the next step would be, well,
We're not gonna be able to do that. They can
Yeah.
do that later on.
yeah, we could go ahead and glue the base on then. Say,
Okay. Just be careful because your head is not gonna be completely set for at least a half hour. So make sure that you're picking it up by the body and not by the head, because otherwise you're gonna decapitate them, and that's frowned upon.
yeah, I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
So gluing the body onto the base, I suggest putting the glue on the rim of the body. And when you glue it, there is a warning sticker on the one side of the base, so that you do not want to glue the gourd to that side.
So we want to glue the plain side to the gourd.
Yes.
He is so stinking cute. Hey. What? Now, just to let you guys know, he can be lit with a battery operated tea light. He can sit on top of that. So if you guys have, just make sure it's battery operated and not a real flame, because you will not have a scarecrow after that. One of the questions that we get asked is whether or not you have to spray anything on this. You do not have to, because it is a latex. And we actually add a sealant into the paint when we get them made. But you can, if you still want to, just put like a polyurethane over top, because we're not using any white, so it won't matter. You can just use, and it comes in different sheens, like a satin, a semi-gloss, and a gloss. We use satin on all of our products. But you can spray it, or you absolutely do not have to.
All right, so the last part of this project would be putting on the raffia around the neck.
You guys are not going to be able to do that right now, but she'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very careful
Yeah.
with putting it on and how you tie it. So I'm gonna have my scarecrow facing me. And then you want to center it around the neck. And then you want to tie it twice.
Do a knot.
Yeah. I don't know. This probably will not work, but
This is when you decapitate them. But yeah, you're just going to tie a double knot like this. And then of course it's going to be way too long. So then you'll just trim it up. Sometimes you'll have like ones that are like bulging out on the side. If you're lucky, you can pull the strands and it will pull that tight. But he is a scarecrow, so he can have that.
yeah, so those are
The little bulges.
yeah. I didn't pull mine very tight, but I double knotted it and then I'll go ahead and I'll trim up.
I
I'll trim
know.
up the ends. And yeah. Then you have your little scarecrow.
And then you can now would be the time to go back and paint your stem if you haven't already painted it and you want to. And also you can either just tilt that to the side. You can also take your small brush if you want to, and if you want it to be a curlicue, I always just put it like right in front and bend it down. I am terrible at this. I need to be a hairdresser because they learn how to do things backwards in a mirror.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just twist mine around and then I'll pull it through and then it'll just be like a little curlicue on the top like that.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
So again, all you do if you want the curlicue is put your small paintbrush at the base, push it forward and then go back towards the thinner part. Pull your brush through and then just put it back up. It's just a paper wrapped wire. So I'm going to put my on tomorrow, I think, my raffia. That way I don't have to worry with it tonight. My scissors are not very strong. Sharp. Sorry.
So, and then I put the raffia off to the side a little bit. I think our original is more in the middle, but so you can play with it.
Yeah, and you can fix the hair. You can take out the pins and redo it or, whatever until you get where you like. But yeah, so that is your little scarecrow. Just in time for, you can leave, and nice thing about this is you can kind of leave that out all till Thanksgiving.
Yes, you can.
Because it's just a scarecrow with a little pumpkin in its belly, so it's nice. Anybody have any questions either about the project or about anything we talked about tonight? Or just any questions you want to ask us? Okay, well, if we lost any of you along the way, or you want to go back and revisit how to do the hair or whatever, I am going to be sending out the recordings tomorrow. Barb, if you don't get one, give me an email. But otherwise, we are good. This is your little scarecrow. Don't forget to sign up for any of the classes. And oh, they look so cute. Ellen, can we see yours? Donette doesn't have her video on, so I can't see, but oh, they look so nice. They look good. So, okay. Well, thank you for spending a little bit of time with us tonight and to do some crafting. Oh, Donette, let me see yours. You can't hear her. Oh, well, I didn't let her in. I don't know when she was there.
I'm trying to figure out how to reverse my camera.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't know. It won't work. I'll send a picture.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. So, okay. Well, I am so glad you guys got to come along, and
Yeah,
we will see you next time. In the meantime, have a happy Halloween, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
see you guys.
Night.